Birthday gram.
Oh, birthday grams.
Hi, do you want to buy a birthday gram?
Yeah, can I buy one for my friend Taylor?
Sure. I'll write you a receipt. And
How much are they?
$2 with PAL and $4 without. Do you have a PAL?
Yeah.
And you can choose which card you want and you can fill out. And these are the candy types.
Oh.
And make sure to fill out.
Thank you.
Here's your change.
Okay. Thanks.
Get some epic shots.
Everybody, we have a birthday gram for Taylor.
Woo! Yeah!
1, 2, 3.
Happy, happy birthday from leadership to you. Happy, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Mustang to everyone in the first of the life. The Eagles will be celebrating many better ways. One of our first events was birthday grams, and we started it back in the fall semester and continued it in the spring semester. And birthday grams is a way to celebrate a student's birthday by having their friends buy a personalized card, a balloon, a candy of their choice, and then have it specially delivered to the class for $2 with the PAL and $4 without. And how we did it was usually we'd have a table out at lunch in the upper spirit court or in the cap corner for the spring semester, and we just do it like every Friday, try to get in as many sales as possible. And we did this because we wanted to have another way of celebrating students' birthdays instead of just having their name said on the PA announcements. And I think it was a fun way because it involved their friends and not just like random people writing their name on a student bulletin. I think it was successful because we did get a lot of people buying birthday grams. I think it was more successful last semester, but this semester we did pretty well with sales. Yes, it was a way of us stepping out of the shadows and into the light because we had to go into a classroom and sing happy birthday to a class of people.
Valentine's Day grams?
Hi!
Can I
Buy a Valentine's Day gram?
Yes, can I buy one for my hubby?
Of course. Fill this out and you can choose from lollipops or chocolate. Here's a diagram. It comes with a special note and delivery.
Okay.
Do you have PAL?
Now.
It's going to be $2. Here's your receipt.
And here's the change. Leadership, 4th period. Let's go.
This semester we had a new event called the Valentine's Day Grams, and it was for those who wanted to give a friend or a loved one a gram to show that they cared. These Valentine's Day grams came with a rose, a special note, a lollipop, or a chocolate, with also a special delivery during their fourth period. And throughout the month of February, we sold in the upper spirit court during lunch or also in the cappuccino corner, and it was $1 with PAL and $2 without. And to make it more organized, we had a chart with everyone's name and they wrote down, so it made it easier. This Valentine's Day grams was successful because for being it our first time, we sold over 25, which was our goal. And it was also successful because when a lot of people liked it, gave us good comments. It wasn't successful because we did it late and we delivered after Valentine's Day, which was pretty unprepared and disorganized. It brought me and my commission out of the shadows and into the light because we put ourselves in a position where we could be judged or let down because this is a new event for this semester, the newest event never done before.
We'll be recognizing our first teacher. Let's go. Here we go. Hello, everybody. Today we will be recognizing Mr. Olson. Here at Cappuccino, Mr. Olson is an active participant in school-wide activities and shows his spirit and positive attitude around campus. Congratulations, Mr. Olson, and thank you for being a great role model for Cappuccino students.
And always remember, bring your best and expect success, but in this case, expect recognition.
Thank you for watching this installment of the Mustang Spotlight. See you next time.
Go.
One event we did this semester was Mustang Spotlight, which is a system of recognition to acknowledge students, teachers, and staff on their hard work, achievements, as well as in school and outside of school, which is videotaped and aired as a special segment on the Mustang News. Our first step for this event was to choose one student and teacher or staff to be recognized. Next, we'd write a script, then we'd print out a certificate and write their name on it, and after we'd write down our script on cue cards. Next, we'd ask Mr. Begue if we could borrow equipment, and then we'd email teachers ahead of time to let them know we were going into their class. Then we'd film during fourth period, and our last step would be to edit the video in Mr. Begue's. Why we enjoyed this event was because we enjoyed having students to be excited and honored to be recognized. It might encourage other students to do well so they can be recognized, and it brings out students into the spotlight. We think it was successful because although we started late, we were able to acknowledge students, and we didn't think it was successful because we started late and we weren't as consistent as we should have been with Mustang Spotlight. This event definitely brought us out of the shadows and into the light because it put us in a situation where we would have to talk on camera and in front of the whole school, and we would also have to interact with people we didn't know, and we'd also have to ask permission from teachers that we might not have ever had or didn't know personally. Another event we had this semester was our senior board, which was a system of recognition to recognize seniors that stepped out and were extra-spirited, artistic, academic, or athletic. To make this event, we had to talk to senior teachers and ask them for personal senior nominees. Then we'd take pictures of these nominees, and later we'd go to the computer lab and print out the titles of their names, and with our pictures and the titles, we'd later put it up on the board. We feel this event was our least successful because we weren't able to be consistent with our work due to struggles that we faced. One struggle that we faced was when we'd go to teachers for nominees, they wouldn't always have nominees to give us. So in the end, we'd have to struggle to find our own nominees or ask other seniors who they think would be a good candidate for the last athletic or academic recognition. We feel that this event did not bring us out of the shadows and into the light because with our other events, we actually had to interact with a lot of people and put ourselves out in front of like the whole school, like with Mustang Spotlight, for example. But with this event, it was more of a behind-the-scenes job. All we had to do was ask teachers for nominees and take pictures of students. So we feel that this event did not really make us step out of our comfort zone at all.
Here are some new advice tips for you new commissioners coming into student relations.
First off, don't be afraid to introduce new ideas. One thing that I introduced to my commission into the class was Valentine's Day grams. That was totally new this year. And I think that was one successful idea that I was scared it was going to get rejected or judged, but in the end, people actually liked it and it actually ended up working out. So don't hesitate to bring out new ideas because that's what leadership is all about. Your new ideas can really contribute to the student body and offers new exciting things that the students can participate in.
Also, learn to be consistent with your work because throughout the semester, for one of our events, which was a senior board, we weren't consistent, and it really affected us in our time management. Being consistent is the only way you will make your event successful, and if you are not consistent, you might let your leadership class down.
If your event isn't successful, you're not only going to let down your group or your commission or the leadership class, but the bigger picture is that you're going to let down the student body by not throwing good events that they look forward to. Like, I know the seniors were probably looking forward to having their face up on the senior board, but due to our faults and our inconsistency, we failed to put up our senior board monthly, so that was a big letdown.
Okay, and something not to do is procrastinate because procrastinating is your like worst enemy. It'll set you back really, really bad, and it ended up getting us in the butt real bad this year because we waited too long to do stuff. So just don't procrastinate. Like if you get an event to do, like do it as soon as you get it. Like if you need something and you're like, oh, it's like ways away, get it as soon as possible because you get it too close to then, it's just gonna be a hot mess.
Especially if you need candy or stuff like that.
Yes, or like a money request.
Yes, do that in advance because
It really affects your event.
Yes, you're gonna need your items, and when it comes down to it, you won't have it because you were lazy and
you waited too long.
Yes. So
just don't procrastinate. Learn from us.
Have fun next year.
Bye, guys.